It's in Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. Memorial Stadium will be jumping in anticipation of what we've got in store today. This game today could be an inflection point for both of these teams, as each hoping to use it as a springboard to get into the top 25. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Baylor Bears, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Hoosiers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got an open man. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give is to Williams. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. He lets one fly deep. Intercepted in the first drive. Ends with the pick. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. So the opening drive of the game, and you spin it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not to start this offense wrong.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. On target to the left. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence. Everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And, David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, and you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got his man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
The Bears are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
I think the quarterback just needs to settle down and take his time. Be confident knowing you can step into these throws. When you step into it, it'll help your accuracy. That throw, throwing it off his back foot, led to the incompletion.
Takes the handoff. It's Turner. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No.
Breaks into the open. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. To the ground, he's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Here's the handoff. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Hamilton. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Caught over the middle. It's Becker.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. Turning it on. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Texas A&M is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Johnny Manziel, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This drive will open from the 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. The screen, he's got wheels. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Bears headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Jumped on top of the pile. The Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Caught near the sticks. It's Hale. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Let's it fly. Touchdown Bears! Fitted in the window for the score.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Get it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air, it's Mendoza. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
The run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got the quick pass. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Handoff from the gun. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Working that left side now. Touchdown, Baylor! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover 3. He's got zone. He's got middle field responsibility. Just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field possession.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quarterback keeps it. He works his way to the 35-yard line, but that's not enough to move the chains, and now a decision to be made on 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Would have been a 52-yard field goal attempt from here, so they'll try to pick up the first down here on 4th. Running to Green. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. That spot on the field, you had to expect them to go for it, and it worked out.
Why the heck would you not go for it? I mean, I almost want to go for it on every part of the field, especially once you start to get this deep in territory, but you're also, field goals aren't 100% at this distance. It's a little bit of a longer kick. Just try to keep this drive alive and try to go get extra points.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Back to throw. It's Mendoza. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab. It's Turner. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Bears will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Bears will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
He'll ride his man on the option. Well, there's always football on the bad pitch. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
When you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out. The defense does a really good job playing assignment football. Man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell. Had the running back taken care of, too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
The give out of the gun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They're going to ride this running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On target over the middle. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Catch in the middle, it's Warren. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. A designed run for the quarterback. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big box.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Using his legs, it's Turner. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Keep it on the ground. There he goes. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Finds his man. It's Hale. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Hand off from the shotgun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Bears will hustle to the line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
From the gun. Give on the inside. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over Syracuse. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. There's the pressure. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Touchdown Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game one, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Indiana, 7.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. They're working that left side. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Warren. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hoosiers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Hoosiers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab. He can't find enough room. Stop 17, and it brings up a 4th down.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
It's good. Easy call for the rest.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And they're not on the same page there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down and try to get a 1st down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Becker. They're running off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Leaves it with the running back.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads it left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
quarterback on the keeper. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, his legs haven't been a big factor in this game up to now. He picks the perfect moment in the fourth quarter to rip off his longest run of the game.
Wants to throw on first down. He lost one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Well, and you don't want to make it interesting, right? You got a 2-possession lead. You want to go out there and take care of the football, cough it up. The coaches are going to be very, very ticked off. But defense now, go make them earn it all the way down the field. Let that clock run out.
Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man on the right. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
It's caught. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. The Hoosiers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. From the gun. Fires into the end zone. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing?
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Under fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.